Hello everyone, coming at you from Phoenix, Arizona. What a place. The first night I was here, I saw somebody doing meth outside of a Circle K. I mean, there were a few people that looked like they were doing meth, but one person was actively doing it. Police don't seem to care, and neither do the locals, so it seems like it's pretty normal. Maybe it's just me that's worried. So I told myself I wouldn't buy another car unless it was manual, but I found a very well-maintained second generation GS. Here's some of the paperwork for it, so couldn't really pass it up. Obviously very well preserved, no corrosion, nothing like that, so decided to go for it. So like I said, I'm currently in Phoenix. We're gonna be heading to Moab today and then on to Wisconsin eventually. So the car's pretty well maintained, but the timing belt is about 10 years old, so we'll see how that goes. Front tires, but yeah, so we're gonna hit the road. Had some trail mix and milk for breakfast, great. Slept about 7 hours the last 2 nights combined. I happened to book an Airbnb next to like a nightclub, or I should say like bar, called the Night Owl, and exactly like it sounds, people are out there super late playing music, that kind of thing, so didn't sleep too well. We're gonna hit the road a little bit, and then I will tape up the front end of the GS just to prevent paint chips and stuff. Probably look like a meth head myself, but the front bumper was just redone. So let's hit the road. Just a quick shot of the Airbnb, pretty nice. The Night Owl, I don't know if you can see it just that way. GS is parked out here. There she be. It's funny, the Airbnb owner also has an LS 430. But yeah, not too bad. So we're gonna hit the road and go from there. Well, made it a little ways from Phoenix in the off-road machine here. Super empty out here, so it's probably a decent spot to go over it. So, is that somebody coming on the trail? No, they're on the highway. Yeah, but here she is, 1998 with just under 130,000 miles. It was a single owner, and then somebody purchased it after the owner passed away. He did not own it for very long. Just looking at the ants here, these things don't look very friendly. But yeah, so it's got extensive service history, super nice shape. The only downside is the timing belt is pretty old, and these tires are also kind of jacked up. so I'm sure this off-roading is gonna help me get home, but can't pass it up, right? Didn't tape up the front, and now I regret it because we've got a ton of bugs already. Got my stuff in here, so it's kind of messy, but very clean interior. The door for you. But yeah, she's clean. What a shame, but gotta have fun, right? I know I had to cross over this little stream, but this isn't where I thought I was, so I don't know if I'm too far upstream, too far downstream, but I'm out of water, so. Alright, maybe we can go this knob. Alright, so believe it or not, here at the Devil's Bridge Trail, my phone has no reception, of course, and I punched it in the old GPS, and she's got a route, so we're gonna give it a shot, and hopefully it'll get me to phone reception at least. Moab, I'm not sure about, but we'll give her a shot. Alrighty, still chugging along, using the navigation. It's been accurate so far. Somewhere northern Arizona. Got a couple hours to go yet. My little trail hike took longer than I expected, so we are behind schedule. Also get a syphilis test. But yeah, just chilling in the desert. She's doing alright. Alright, so I don't have a ton of footage from the last leg of the trip, but basically what happened was once I got to my Airbnb in Moab, I heard the front ball joints creaking on the GS. And if you don't know, this is a very common issue on these. Relatively simple fix, but if you don't fix it, the ball joints will break, and then the bottom of your car is scraping the road. No good. And I also couldn't have that, breaking down in the middle of nowhere type deal. So you also have to excuse me, but these pictures are just random and out of order. But basically, the day I was riding dirt bikes, I overnighted some ball joints to Moab, had them put on the next morning, and then I drove from I left Moab at noon or 1 p.m., and then I arrived at my destination at 10 a.m. the next day. I just drove through the night. So some of you may be wondering what became of the GS. Well, what happened is I didn't have a lot of time to drive it over the summer, so I listed it for sale and sold it at the end of the summer. It was a very solid, very clean car, but I just wasn't driving it and I didn't have the room for it, so, it had to go somewhere. So that's what became of the GS, though. Solid car overall. I'm definitely going to miss it.